I really fucking love snacks.
I love that intro. I'm so glad you're using your vocal talent.
Thank you so much. Hi, welcome to Snack Time. My name is Lindsay. I'm your host, and my guest today is Sophia Cleary.
Hi.
Wel-
Hi, Robin.
Welcome,
This is
Sophia.
for you.
Hi, Mom. My mom was in the chat before it even started. She said, "Hi, my babies." Wait, look what I can do. Oh my
Oh,
God.
pin it, pin it.
Yes. Um, This is a podcast all about snacks. I'm starting to actually take it seriously, which is great news. I think I have the format almost nailed. So I'm excited to have you here today because we're going to talk about childhood snacks. And I guess, I mean, do we consider high school childhood now? Is that child? Not
That's
for
a
what we
great
did.
question. I mean,
Yeah,
I was a full adult by age 8,
same.
but legally, I should be protected by the law, obviously, like regarding the things that did occur.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
I mean, understandable. For those of you that don't know, Sophia and I are from the same place in New Jersey and went to the same high school and we're friends in high school. And now we both live in LA and we're comedians. Can you believe?
So random.
So random. And I was just telling her earlier, so this some random dude commented on my Facebook post earlier from our hometown is like beautiful racism. Like it's like beautiful scenery amongst the racism.
Bucolic New Jersey, like true
Oh my
essence of
God.
the Garden State, and then
Yes.
white like idiots driving to school in tractors with Confederate flags on them.
Yes.
Like, and
Yeah.
a
It's
guy killed a deer and hid it in the ceiling of the
yes.
cafeteria as a
I
prank.
rem
Like, no,
and
murderer.
no. And like, I mean, in retrospect, it was just all a lot. Do you remember when that happened? I forgot who it was, started selling shirts that said, um,
I
oh yeah, triple
survived.
S. No, it says I survived Deer Day. Yeah. It was like Deer Day 20, whatever, or what was it?
I don't
2000.
know. I mean, it was dramatic. Blood fell on Mr. Pesson. It fell from the
Oh,
ceiling
Mr.
onto our math teacher, and he
Pesson.
was like, "What on earth?" Yeah, it was really
Oh my
depraved.
God. Oh wait, Master Pancake Downtown Abbey or Snack Time, real tough. It's not tough. Snack Time is where it's at. I'm just highlighting my mom's name. I need to get her name off the screen.
Wait, you have to
No,
finish your story about the post.
oh, okay. I mean, it's really nothing. It's just that I posted about the current state of our police force, which is that they can eat my fucking asshole and they need to be they need to be defunded, and I stand by that, etc. Anyway, I said I mentioned something about this 13-year-old boy that got shot in Chicago, and I get this is a little dark for snack time. If you don't like it, then stop killing brown kids. And but so I posted it, and this guy that I think is like from Hunterdon County or was like, um, like he had this whole long thing, and within it, he was like, maybe you should stop going to comedy clubs and start chasing these bad guys and see what happens. And I was like, literally, you're obsessed with me. I don't know who
Crazy
you
that he would
are.
spend
And
time doing that.
I know, and I also like felt really bad that I hadn't deleted him yet because I just there's no
That's
yeah.
not your fault, Lindsay. That's not your
I know,
fault.
I know. Wait, check out this Kyle douchebag's face donation data breach.
I don't know what that means.
No, wait. The Kyle, are we talking about Kyle Written poopy face? I don't know anyone's last
Oh,
names.
right, that guy. One of the many shooters, among the many shooters of the
Oh
world.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rittenhouse. There we go. I can't keep track. It's like you guys got so it's like we just got out and you can't stop shooting. His donation network got hacked. I'm happy to hear it.
That's
Honestly,
amazing.
living for it. It's about time. Where are the nerds at? You know what I mean? Like get in there.
Right, and
I
just, like,
guess it's
hack the
illegal.
police, like, destroy it somehow.
Yes. I wanna,
Yeah.
like, see the I feel like we have to, like, humiliate them. That's more my style, though. I
Yeah,
think,
that's,
like,
like, specifically your form of
that's
punishment.
specifically my form of punishment. I don't excel in delivering the correct information in the correct way. What I excel in is making you feel bad about your life,
Right. Yeah.
and in, like, a real personal way. So, like, I would do better. I saw a video on TikTok last summer of like of these teenagers just like completely roasting the shit out of these Trump supporters.
Oh
And
my
they
god.
were just
That's why
like,
I can't
you're
post on TikTok. I'm too scared of the teens. I'm scared of
so
them.
funny. The teens, no, this was a video where they were just like, dude, you're so old. You're so fucking old.
It's
He was like,
humiliating.
yeah, he was like, you're so old. It's so fucked up how ugly you are. You're so ugly. And I was like, this is my style.
Oh god,
Um,
that would have been you. If we had had TikTok at our age, we wouldn't
yeah.
be alive now. Yeah.
No, no,
Mhm.
no, 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 not at all. Not it. Also, I would be canceled immediately
You would have
just
been
for
canceled just right
uh,
away.
in a millisecond. I would have been canceled for being completely reckless and disrespectful, saying all the wrong things. I've talked before about how like I've just fucking tried to bully people out of the closet like a
Oh
nightmare.
god, I do remember that. Gratefully, that wasn't me that you were doing that
No,
to, but
Greg.
rather
No.
yeah,
I know. I know
but
exactly. I was
rather
like, "Fucking be yourself. Why aren't you yourself? Be your fucking self."
he's
I
like,
know that's
"I am."
I know he's like, "I'm being myself."
He's
And
like,
I was
"I
like, "I
just
knew
love
it."
art history."
I fucking knew it. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Like, I'll be waiting to hug you because I want
Right.
you to be yourself.
Oh my god, you are so scary.
So horrifying. The douchebags that would post up with giant fetus abortion, pro life propaganda. Oh, people did that in front of your high school? Pro life propaganda?
It's
People, I don't
crazy.
think people went that far, but that's because people were trash enough at our school or rich enough that they were like, yeah, we got to get an abortion.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
they were like, they were like,
I
yeah,
remember
I
going to
mean,
an abortion with one of my dear friends when we were, like, 16.
yes,
Mhm,
yes.
mhm.
Oh,
And you
man. I
took me to
mean,
Planned Parenthood when I no longer had friends.
Plan B pill. That's right. That was the birth of our friendship, actually, was Sophia. I had asked Sophia for cocaine multiple times and she declined to be
Yeah, when you
my
talk about,
friend.
like, us being friends, like,
Yeah.
there was, like, a year at least in which it was like, "I'm not your friend."
Yeah, exactly. There was a period of time where, to be honest, no one wanted to be my friend.
You were
So
new, you were a transfer.
I was a transfer and then I went to rehab. Oh, this was before rehab. I was a transfer
Mm,
and immediately was wasted in every class.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
like, that
mhm.
didn't sit well. To get a cell
Triggered,
mass
yeah.
removed? Oh my god. But yeah, so I asked Sophia for cocaine because she was a goth, and I was like, "You
Well,
look
and
like
I
you do
fully had
drugs."
access to cocaine,
I know.
obviously,
Well,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying is I call it like I see it. I feel like I nailed it. And she was like, "Yeah, literally
Like,
not speaking to you."
what do you want? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to rehab, and like a couple years later, Sophia didn't have anyone to drive her to Planned Parenthood. And well, well, well.
I'm just saying
Oh,
Euphoria doesn't have shit on the real life fucking
no,
shit we went through.
no, not even
It's not even
close.
close.
But
When I watch that show, I'm just like, "I can't."
deeply
This is
triggered. I
too
know people
yes.
are like, it's so wild. And I'm like,
Yeah,
um,
no.
no, we have so, I mean, this is gonna be too long of an episode, and I'm completely fine with that because we're just gonna fucking forever share everything. But I do want to get to your childhood snack, which is important and
Yeah.
also iconic. Like,
Oh, thank you
truly,
so much.
you picked a really good one. Well, considering Lisa Chanou had leftover Italian food as hers, which
Really?
granted says a lot about Lisa, which is partially why I love her. And shout out to Lisa Chanou. She should
That's so
100. You should
sweet,
listen to her episode,
Lisa.
isn't it? It's so
I love
sweet.
her.
I know. So I, so I, your tell us your favorite childhood snack.
Well, okay, like literally can't remember the name of it again, but
Okay, it's
it's the packets with crackers in it and then the bad cheese in the square. And sometimes the crackers are
yes,
actually just logs of airy cracker, you know? And it
yes.
was like a
So
handheld kind of, oh, it was like a Polly Pocket experience of like cheese.
100%. Okay, so let me pull up a picture of what this is, which is Ritz Handy-Snacks.
Ritz hand, thank you.
Ritz Handy-Snacks. I'm still figuring out the screen sharing
Yes, the
aspect
crackers were
of
simply
it.
always broken, and it was like, wow. Also,
Yes,
I
the
feel like
red stick.
this snack is sort of like an early charcuterie vibe for it's like, yes, like mom and dad do charcuterie, and like this is my version, you know?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so here is the
Oh, look
famous
at it. Oh, and the
Ritz.
red stick. The red stick is so iconic. I forgot
It's
about that.
truly iconic. Like,
Oh, that gave
look
me
at that.
chills.
I know. And then so they have multiple different, I love that it's like real cheese.
Made with real cheese, yeah,
I
uh-huh.
know.
It's literally
Naturally,
canola oil hardened over time. It's like the
yes.
oozed pus of, like, back pimples, like, taken off of it's just not cheese. It's just,
No, it's
like,
like oil and
dyed.
coloring. But it was
It's
so
bad.
good.
And then there was never enough, right? It's like you would put it on the like, maybe you'd get 2 crackers deep, and you'd still have 2 other crackers, and you're done with the cheese, and it's like, "What is this fucking ripoff?"
Well, I would watch people first of all, I watched people eat these because I wanted them so badly and they were never my mom would never buy them for me. So, like, I
'Cause
would
of health
watch.
reasons?
Yeah,
Okay,
and,
okay.
like, so I and nobody, like, obviously nobody wanted to give these up at lunch, so I would watch people eat them and I would just carefully observe how much cheese they were putting on each cracker. And there were kids who fully made the cheese last. If anything, I saw kids that left it in the bottom. They had extra and I
They
would
had
go in with my
leftovers.
finger. I would go in
Oh
with
my
my
god, and you would
finger,
just take it. Yeah, I mean, I would eat it with my
slurp it
finger
up.
from its inception, from the opening, just why
Yeah, yeah.
not? Fuck the red stick. I remember chewing on the red stick for long periods of
Oh,
time, I don't know why.
yes.
You know, oral
Yes.
phase.
It
Yeah.
was like I mean, it's an experience, and so these were the 2 main ones, the breadsticks and the
Mhm.
crackers, and then I think the other one that they had was the pretzel kind. That was, like,
Oh,
the
remind me?
last. Yeah, so it was called Mr. Salty,
Okay.
uh, and
Depraved.
I know. And now they have an Oreo version also. They did have
Okay,
a cookie version, but now they have an Oreo version in addition.
okay.
So they
Well, let's not forget this is Dunkaroos adjacent, right? It's sort of the similar
absolutely.
experience. This is similar action, and like satisfaction of having your own little sort of camping airplane packet experience, you know? And I was
Yeah.
gonna pick Dunkaroos, Lindsay, but then I realized for me, there's a lot of like class stuff attached to this. Like Dunkaroos was like too rich. Like my mom wouldn't buy that for me because like those were like too
Interesting.
expensive or something. But like somehow I had access to these. Not clear if that's even like what's the cost difference. I don't know. We didn't do the research for that.
Well, I
But
did go to Ralph's and I looked for them because if you Google them online, they pop up at like Target and on like Instacart and shit. So they're around. I think they're at
mm.
Walmart too. But I went to Ralph's and they only had the Kroger brand. And I was like, well, I'm not going to get
Interesting.
that. But a whole pack of these, of the handy snacks were like $1, and I was like, "Oh, brilliant." But also Dunkaroos, yes, also fruit snacks sold at a premium. I mean, there's not it is because you gotta get brand name. Imagine showing up with not brand name fruit snack. You're just that's
I mean,
disgusting.
the humiliation, the utter
Yeah,
humiliation.
the
It was even
humiliation. Also,
humiliating to know I wouldn't be witnessed by my peers. It was like I always had to get the Lucky Charms in the bags on the bottom shelf, bulk, like off
That's
brand.
embarrassing.
And it was so painful for me as a child, which is it's like really sad. My mom, of course, my mom's like, who cares? Like, you're gonna be a political like
I
lesbian when you
know.
grow up anyway, and so, but at the time it was
Yeah.
extremely hurtful. So
I mean, when you're a kid, it's so important. I just like want to highlight my mom's commentary and show that she absolutely what would you call it? Food abused me. No, I'm just kidding. Um
snack
no, my
police, we have snack police in the house.
excuse me. No, if you've never listened before, my mom raised me really healthy on all the same stuff that I eat now, but I was so resentful and like angry about it when I was a
You did
kid.
act out. Yeah, you did act out.
There's a reason I drank only Mountain Dew for several years. Uh, but other people can relate. Your mom never got you the stuff. Jones, food neglected. Thank you so much, Jones. Sing it
Yeah.
from the rooftops. No, I did some research on this. People still eat it. I think it's good that it exists still because it's like a fine snack. I mean, in my opinion, there's no reason to retire Dunkaroos either, but I heard a rumor they're coming back.
Hmm. Oh, I didn't even know they were gone. Okay, wow.
Yeah. No, they're fully gone. Wait, this is a funny comment. She would get you Taco Bell, but not anything that made you feel connected.
See, that's the thing about the Ritz Handy Snacks is that there's a connectedness, right? And that's what this
Yeah.
viewer is sort of picking up on. It's like
Yeah.
it's the experiential aspect of it connected to the toilet. Fine. Okay, fine. But no, these
Exactly.
never gave me the shits. It was just always about maybe it's like these are for kids because it helps you with your motor skills of eye hand coordination. I don't know,
I like
whatever.
interactive food still though. Like I
Mm,
love a dip of anything. Like I would eat these.
mm,
Also, I think our now that our generation is in their 30s, they
mhm.
fully sell like adult versions of like this kind of a thing and they call it
I
like
know, and it's just
keto.
bougie. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's like
it's like
from
a
a farm.
charcuterie. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're like, "Want a cheese stick and a meat stick?" It's fancy, and it's like,
It's
we
literally
just
a Slim
want
Jim.
yeah, we want Lunchables, and we want Slim Jims, and we want these handy snacks. So just like, it's very
They should do Slim Jim Dunkaroos collab where it's just Slim Jims that you dunk into icing. I would get that. I would fuck with that.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So this is an iconic childhood snack. Fond memories of that cheese, which actually, now that I'm remembering, I did have the opportunity to eat it on its own multiple times, and it was not as good.
Mm.
So it was like it did taste bad initially, but look, that's neither here nor there. My 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 because my mom wouldn't let me have the snacks, I would always get them from my community theater snack box.
I thought you were about to be like, my mom wouldn't let me get them, so I always get them from my community. But yeah. It's like you're like, I did crowdfund, I did reach out to my fellows and my peers.
Oh my god.
But
I would
community
look
theater snack fridge is just as good because that's basically the
yeah.
same thing.
Well, it's also I remember getting Sour Patch Kids at our high school as a snack. I don't know if you
I feel
remember
like we
that.
had like a good snack vibe in our cafeteria. I know we had a vitamin water machine, which for me was like health. That was like the pinnacle of health for me. It was like vitamin water. I was like, I'm extremely healthy, and then when I was in the throes of my Coke addiction, I would only eat Cheez Its. I would buy Cheez Its
Okay.
every day, and that was all I ate. It was
I
great.
just
I mean, it
know
was horrible.
we I mean, I think the vitamin water, first of all, I feel like I remember the vitamin water thing being like big news because it was like, it's not a soda machine, it's a vitamin water machine. But I also remember definitely getting gummies. And I also, in the lunchroom, definitely remember getting salads drenched in ranch dressing and
Yeah.
like cheese from the like to-go bar. What do you call the lunch line? I don't know why
Oh
I was
yeah,
like
I don't
to-go
know.
bar.
The to-go bar. The buffet. The buffet.
The
I
idea of
mean,
calling the buffet at our school. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Yeah, we didn't I don't think we had great snacks other than that though.
I randomly loved it. We had zebra cakes. We had those like oatmeal pies. We had those like
Oh yeah,
cakes
those
that
are
were so
classic.
good. Oh,
I never got them.
honestly.
I mean, I don't think I ate lunch at school.
Oh, you didn't?
And well, I know that first of all, our senior year, you weren't even fucking there for most of it. So, and I would leave halfway through the day to go
Right.
work
I
at the
forgot about that.
diner.
Oh, yeah.
So I
What was the
tried to
diner
sneak
called
lunch.
again?
Country Griddle.
The Country Griddle, yes.
Um, so I would leave early to go there, and so I wouldn't end up eating lunch either. I rearranged my schedule so that I could like end my day early.
Mhm.
And I also always slept in the nurse's office during
Mhm. That's
lunch.
where we hung out. That's where we
I
met.
know, the
Or
nurse's
met.
office.
Met on amicable terms, aka my
I know.
desperation.
Wait, so Triple S says, just remember grilled cheeses that were hard as rock. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Powdered donuts. The grilled cheeses were rough. I will
I
say
didn't
that
even I
because
blacked out.
there were a couple times I got my hands on a grilled cheese and it was not good. It was like
Mm-mm.
it just could have been. I wonder what kids eat now and if it's even comparable because we also went to a pretty well-funded public school.
I feel like shit's really bad, actually,
You think it's
for in a
worse?
lot of schools. Yeah, I feel like it's like bad. But maybe I'm being too
Interesting.
cynical. I don't know. I'm just
I don't
like,
think you're being that cynical. What about your favorite snacks now? As an adult, do you
mhm.
now snack?
I do. I mean, I'm so bougie. I'm like
No,
tragically like, the restaurant I work at turned into this like grocery store during the pandemic, so they
yeah,
have like such fancy snacks. So
yeah.
I eat like what's it called? Susan's like oat cakes or something. Like oat
Ooh, yeah.
cakes. They're so good. They're sweet. I've recently been eating this cheese called Delice du Bourgogne, which is like a soft ripened cheese that's so good. You can put it on anything.
Ooh.
It's just like a French cheese. No big deal. And there's just like I love sardines, not to be gross, but I do.
Okay. I mean, that's an adult
I love
snack.
like bocarones, white anchovies and like shit like
Oof.
that.
I like
Um,
smoked oysters in the can.
Interesting. I haven't crossed that threshold. I eat raw oysters, but I've never fucked with the
Um,
smoked ones.
Smoked oysters in a can and smoked baby clams in a can are so fucking good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they're
I'll
really
try
good.
anything.
Yeah, they're really good. Um, what is like your favorite midnight snack? Like, would you say if you could choose one, or like middle of the night,
Hmm.
come home late, munchies, drunchies,
Hmm.
whatever it is.
That's a really good question. I feel like usually I'll just like if there's some leftovers from dinner, I'll like psychotically heat it up, like, to the point where it's, like, quickly burning and then, like, eat
Yeah,
like, just shove it down my mouth. Usually, this just happens when I'm, like, drunk too, you know?
right, right, right,
Like, that's when I have a midnight snack. Otherwise, I don't feel like I have midnight snack vibes, like, because I just go to
okay,
bed and, like, there's no more eating, you know?
right,
It's
right,
only if I've been, like, out and then I come
yeah,
home really late. I mean, I remember when I lived with people, I used to just, like, tear through my roommate's food, like, in the middle of the night, and then, of course, like, not really remember in the morning, but I would just, like, eat her fancy, like, crazy, like, vegan stuff in the middle of the night, taking tiny little portions of it that I thought were completely imperceptible, and they were not. They were not imperceptible. Like, you ate half of it, Sophia.
No,
Um
that's like that is a thing that we've talked about before, which is that stealing your roommate's food is a form of portion control.
Exactly! That is so funny, and you go back and you evaluate and you go, "Can I take more? What does this look
Yeah.
like? What do I think it looked like before? And it's like this extreme sort of discernment that you have to harness.
Oh my god, in college, I had one roommate, and I would always blame eating my other roommate's food on her. I would be like, "Must
Oh,
have been
yeah.
Ellen. Must
You're
have been." And she was
fucking
like, "I don't
Ellen.
eat everyone's food." And I was like, "Okay, Ellen." And I don't smoke cigarettes in my room. Like,
Wait, that was
oh
in
my
Chicago, right?
yeah, wait, they're talking about
Yeah.
Gatorade in the chat, and I just have to give a quick shout out to
Okay.
Gatorade
Glacier
really
Freeze,
quickly.
personal favorite as well, honestly.
I have
Pizza
Gatorade
sauce,
Zero in my fridge right now, and it's it's like my favorite. It reminds me of summer camp.
so good.
It's so good. I also brought as an honorary snack. I got really into Jello recently.
Oh my god, I love Jello so much.
I started making it and I'm not following the directions, and so
So what's happening to it?
so it's like a slushy of Jello. I'm putting
Oh,
too
okay.
much in it. So
Wait, like too much
like
water?
yeah.
Okay, I see.
So, but like Jello fucking slaps. That's young
So
children
fun.
lingo. Look at that.
Have you
Oh,
ever gone to that
there.
diner in downtown LA, Clifton's? That's like
Yes.
yes, so they have an amazing Jello selection in their dessert area. It's
Mm.
like there's like gorgeous portions of like huge squares of Jello and then like topped with a tiny bit of whipped cream or like a
Wait, are you
shaved
talking about
fruit.
Castles? Castles or
No, it was
Clifton?
Clifton's, the place with, like, all the stuffed animals, you know? But you know what I'm talking about? Like, the taxidermied animals, and it's, like, you're inside of kind of, like it's like a natural history museum, but it's a
Yeah, no, I
diner.
actually haven't been there then.
Oh, okay, it's iconic, and then you, like there's a cafeteria on the main floor, and then you sort of, like, fill up with weird food, among which is this Jello dessert, and then there's, like, multicolored Jello modes and stuff like that, and then you go find a place to eat among taxidermied animals in the restaurant.
Love that.
Mhm.
That's like I mean, is that also like do you think millennials, I hope this sounds extra gross.
It does. That's yeah, get the mic in there. Get as
Um,
far in there as
I
you can.
I know. I want to hear. Wait. Ow, fuck my
See, like,
nose.
right now, I'm, like, enjoying tzatziki, like, with potatoes.
Wait, are you supposed to drink tzatziki on its
No,
own, or are
no,
you
it's
supposed
like
to
a
eat it?
dip, and I have potato like, I have, like, schmaltzy like, I bought this from Kismet Rotisserie, like, next door, so it's, like, potatoes, and
Oh,
I dip them in
you're so bougie. I
I know,
love it.
it's so fucking annoying, I'm so
You're
sorry.
so. That's why I want to know. Okay, what's your favorite snack for the movies?
I put Raisinets in my popcorn. That's what I do,
Solid. Do you
and I
put butter
just
on the popcorn?
oh, so much fake butter. I love it. I would never pass up the opportunity. Multiple packets of salt, like, and maybe like a large Dr. Pepper. So I
A
started
Doctor
stuttering
Who?
because somebody wrote Sophia is my dream eating partner, and it made me really
Yes.
nervous.
Why? No, it's
I got
great.
shy. I got shy. A Dr. Pepper.
My dream eating partner was the girl I used to be bulimic with in high school. You
Mm-hmm.
remember Val? My friend Val.
Tall
She had
Val.
no, she had blonde
No,
hair. We
it was
and
Val.
did we work at Dunkin' Donuts together? We did. We worked at Dunkin' Donuts
She
together
went
for a
to
period
our
of
high school.
no.
Okay, yeah, that's why I don't know
No.
her.
Yeah, no. We were outside friends. But we used to eat a bunch of ice cream and then take turns throwing up in her bathroom. So
That's so bonding.
it was epic. By the way, don't condone it. Deeply scarred. But
Utterly.
high school is high school. A legit palate. Oh, Jones is also bougie. That's why.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Yes. To be clear, I love a good bougie food, but I think like I just, especially in the pandemic, I've been really embracing the trashiness. I mean, I always have as like a rebellious thing, but I love a good cheese stuffed date, you
Totally. No,
know?
I deeply go both ways. I love gas station food. The other day I ate corn dogs for lunch. Like,
Ooh,
fuck
yes.
yeah. Like some
Wait,
kind of frozen thing that you just like fucking destroy, like I'm not above it. I grew up eating
amazing.
solely mayonnaise sandwiches on white bread. It's like I'm allowed to be bougie now. You know what I mean? My dad would make me sandwiches. It was simply mayonnaise on white bread. That was the whole sandwich. And I'd be like,
John.
thanks. Yeah. But I loved it. I loved it.
I
I would
mean,
still eat it.
I yeah, my mom used to make me cream cheese and jelly, and that
Mm.
was actually incredible.
Oh, that
Everybody was
sounds
always like,
really good.
"That's so weird." I also remember when in grade school, this girl moved from Holland and she
Weirdo.
brought and I know, of course, like everyone was like,
Yeah.
"Loser." And she brought to lunch a Nutella sandwich, and we
Yeah.
had never seen
No,
Nutella
that's
before.
crazy. Yeah.
And everyone was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "It's chocolate," in her accent that we were so like with,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? And she was like, "Chocolate?" Or we were like, "Chocolate?
Yeah, you sick
What
freak, but you were jealous simultaneously.
I mean, yeah, but I couldn't let on that I was jealous
You
because, you
know,
know.
I lived as you know, I lived in the Netherlands, but
Yes.
their big snack there is called this thing called hagelslag, like literally hagelslag, and it's bread with, like, a little Nutella or something, or maybe they don't even use Nutella. It's
Yeah.
literally sprinkles. They just put cake sprinkles on a piece of white bread, and it's hagelslag, and that's their
Wait,
treat.
okay, they call it fairy bread in Australia.
So it's a thing, we just don't
It's
have it here.
Yeah, in Australia, they put I think maybe they put butter on it. Yeah,
Mhm.
fairy
Yeah,
bread.
maybe it's butter and then sprinkles or something. There's some kind of thing that must, like, make it adhere to the bread, right? Or
Right.
I don't know.
And I'm like, that's brilliant because like a go-to snack when I was a kid, especially in like a household with no sweets, was cinnamon sugar bread.
Yes, on butter,
Yep.
toasted. Ah!
Yeah.
Literally gorgeous.
And I would always like load so much on so that when you would
Yeah,
bite
full
into it, it would
alcoholic.
be like crunchy. Like
Just, like,
crunch on the
half
sugar.
the bottle, just, like just
Yes.
filling the hole.
Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. I okay, I have another question for you. Is an appetizer a snack?
Mm, no.
No. Okay. Why?
To me, an appetizer is a course. So it's course number 1 out of 3 or 5 courses, and then so it's like part of the composition of a dinner. Whereas a
Okay.
snack feels more playful, it's more transient, it's more, um, ephemeral. It could be anything. It can also be weird, right? So, like, an appetizer is
Yeah.
like it's like part of a composition, like, it's like a part of a overarching thing, so it's connected to the food you eat later, I think. It's like a choice, whereas a snack can literally be like a piece of celery and a cookie. You know what I mean? It can be, like, slapped together. It's like it's not necessarily artful. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but it can be, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have the pressure that an appetizer has.
Well, you're getting praised in the comments for your verbiage and for describing it.
Somebody
And
also just wrote, "Wrong."
I know. Well, Jones went to culinary school, so they know. Um,
Oh, okay. I think the only reason I think this way is because 'cause I'm a waiter, you know what I mean? So I'm like, "It's a course,
sure. Okay,
bitch."
well, who cares? And
Okay,
that's the
well, you
truth.
asked.
No, here's the thing. I actually still think I think an appetizer could be a snack. I'm on the fence still. I want people to convince me one way or the other because I will eat appetizers as a snack, but I'll also eat appetizers as a meal.
Yes,
So,
but you have
I
to think about the intention.
but I've never eaten a snack. Well, that's not true. I What did I snack on today? I just like my snacks are boring. I had some lunch meat, which I've talked about. I had that Jello just now. I have little sprinkles of broccoli from my dinner to munch
What
on
does a
after.
sprinkle of broccoli look like? Oh my god, that's depraved. See, this is what I'm saying. It's an amalgam. It's like you just have all this random stuff, like none of it really speaking to each other. Like it's just
No,
like snacks. It's just
but
purely free.
I love it. That's why they're so good because you could just, it's like a buffet of different things. Also, they're so small because I don't like the stems of broccoli still as an adult. And so I cut
Okay.
them off.
That's
And
really
so
interesting.
it's literally just,
Just the floret. Yeah. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I
Okay,
can't. I
so
can't.
food waste, calling the police.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why the
A
idea of
cab.
like broccoli rabe, I mean, that's all stem, isn't
It's
it?
all stem.
It's
Broccoli rabe
all
is not for
stem.
everyone, honey.
It's not. Broccoli rabe,
That's a bitter, bitter veg.
Chinese broccoli, that's not broccoli. Give me
I love
unless
Chinese
it's like
broccoli. It's so good.
I like East Coast American Chinese broccoli that's covered in like a goopy sauce. So that's like when you
Yeah.
order chicken and broccoli and it's like soggy and falls apart. That's the broccoli I like. But I
Mhm.
don't I mean, also, it's like the idea that people buy like broccoli rice from the actual stem, the worst part of the broccoli, and eat it. It's crazy to
That's
me.
crazy. Yeah, the rice fad with vegetables. So I haven't even gone there yet. I haven't gone there.
I actually like cauliflower rice because it adds texture to
Mm.
things and volume, and I don't mind that. But it's everybody's like, it's just like rice. It's not like rice. Rice is sticky and yummy, and it like you like can chew on it for a while. This stuff just like it's fine, but it's not rice.
Wait,
That's for sure.
it's not rice.
Okay, I have a game for you. Do you want to play?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. It's called Fuck Mary Kill. Ever heard of it?
Yes, I invented it.
Okay, so we're gonna play Fuck Mary Kill, but we're gonna play it with snacks. So, Fuck Mary Kill, here are the three snacks: Cool
Okay.
Ranch Doritos, combos,
Mm.
and an apple.
Okay. Um, ugh, this is so hard. Okay. Marry the apple. I would fuck the Cool Ranch. And I think I love combos, but I think I would kill them just because at this point in my life and my self-care routine, I have to marry the apple. I have to. I'm sorry. I just have to. I can't. I have the combos are too much. They're not as
Triple
satisfying to me as Doritos, actually. Yeah, I'm
combos
sorry.
are one of my favorite snacks of all time. Like
They're good. Pizza
one of
combos. Fuck.
I don't like the pizza. I'm a traditionalist. I like the
Just the
cheddar.
cheese.
I like the cheddar and I like either the pretzel or the cracker. The cracker is ideal. What are combos? Oh my lord. Oh my
The thing is, I feel like the
lord.
last time I had a combo, the inside of it, the cheese was dusty in a way that I found not okay with me.
Well, people aren't supporting them the way that they used to. And so can you blame them for getting a little dusty?
The combo stocks have dropped.
Here's the thing. The other thing is that um combos they the best variety is at gas stations. So that's really where you want to get it. And like on the way up north, like if you're on your way to Fresno from Los Angeles, there's one specific gas station that's kind of right midway through, right by Bakersfield. And they have the best combo selection that I have ever seen in my life.
I love how
And
you're talking. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I
I was
mean,
just
what?
gonna say, I love how you're talking about it as though it's like a vegetable that's like grown only in this like rare area or something. You're like the thing is that specifically at this one gas station, like the harvest there. Let me tell you, the harvest that they have is just incredible. It's like they're the same everywhere, Lindsay, aren't they?
Wait, oh my God, Jones knows exactly where it is. Kettleman City.
Iconic.
Stop. Iconic. I can't. I cannot. Of
Okay.
course, Sugar Bear has to take a huge shit right when I'm fucking talking about food.
She
Okay,
takes a
wait.
shit in your room.
Yeah. It's like over in the corner. It's just on the floor. No.
Talk about combos. You go grab a combo
Oh.
out of that little.
Oh my God. Well, I was gonna pull up a picture of combos. Okay, so in conclusion of the fuck Mary Kill game, you would fuck Cool Ranch Doritos,
Yeah,
marry Apple,
unfortunately,
and
yes.
okay, and then kill combos.
Yeah.
So, Jones grew up in slow,
Slow.
slow. Um, Okay, so Sam Triple S in the comments shared what their fuck Mary kill would be. I want anybody else to share what their fuck Mary kill would be. Triple S, you're not missing anything. Delaware's delicious and beautiful and great. Um,
Mhm.
I think for those three, I would fuck combos.
Mhm.
I would probably also, just because of my age, have to marry. Well, I'd want to. Here's
See?
I would marry Apple, but I would cheat on Apple with
That's the better answer. That's
I
the
would
better
cheat on
answer.
I would cheat on Apple with Cool Ranch because
And you
they're
would
more
walk out of
expensive.
there not a murderer, you know?
Right.
So that's great. I didn't even know I could do that. So thank you
Right.
for opening my mind.
Well, or I guess you could say fuck Mary kill. Fuck Mary polyamory.
Yes.
So I would like to
I'm
marry
Polly.
Apple and yeah, there you go. I'd like to marry Apple and then I would also like to be in a relationship with Cool Ranch Doritos.
In the
So,
polyamorous hierarchy, though, is Apple your prime? So Apple's your primary.
well, Apple has to be my
Okay.
primary. It's the most stable. Apple's who I want to come home
Same.
to.
Apple
Apple
doesn't
doesn't give me a
disappoint.
stomach ache.
Yeah. Apple doesn't give you
No, Apple.
shit.
No, Apple isn't like Apple's who I come home to, and I'm like, look, Cool Ranch gave me heartburn,
Yeah.
and
Apple is who you have
I
kids with.
Apple is who you have kids with. Oh my God. Okay, so I have another fuck Mary kill. Let me eat this broccoli really quickly.
Okay,
Okay,
awesome.
so fuck Mary kill, pretzels, Ruffles sour cream and onion potato chips, and kiwis. You always got to
Kill
throw fruit
kill a
in.
kiwi. Immediately kill kiwi. Murder.
Kiwis are good. I just
Um,
saw them at the grocery store today.
they're fine. Yeah, I don't know. And then what is it? Oh yeah, pretzel and then ranch. Um,
Um,
okay, well this is always my question with fuck Mary Kill. It's like if I marry the
oh, not
Ruffles.
ranch. It's sour
Sorry, that's what
cream.
I meant.
Yeah.
The sour cream Ruffles. If I marry the sour cream Ruffles, do I also get to make love to them every day? Whereas with the fuck, is it just one fuck in my life and then that's it?
I
Because
mean, the
like
rules, we've
I want
kind
to
of
make sweet
opened
love
up.
every day to Ruffles. So
Hmm.
that makes me think I have to marry them. Whereas a one night stand, pretzels will do it.
Oof. I mean, pretzels, well, I won't shit for a week. I just. I mean, look, if we're being honest, that's not
Well, the
happening.
kiwi will help you with that.
You know what kiwis are known for?
I don't know. Doesn't
Being
fruit like
sluts.
help you shit? I have no
Yeah.
idea.
No, wait. So Triple S immediately came out with kill Ruffles,
Kill
kill
Ruffles, kill
Kiwi,
kiwi, marry and
and
fuck
fuck
pretzels.
pretzels.
Wow, that
Okay.
feels
I mean,
conservative.
we've opened the boundaries of fuck,
We've
marry, kill.
exploded the paradigm, and now there's just no rules.
There's no rules to fuck, marry, kill anymore. It's pretty loose. So I think that you can. I think that you can decide. Look, if you see your marriage as fucking them every day, you think that that's going to be the
Yes.
most stable relationship for you. You can rely on them. You know what they are. Then great. They give you nutrients. They don't make you feel sick. Then yes. And you can fuck whoever you want. You could just dip your
Mhm.
toe in, just see what it's like.
Right. Just a pretzel crumb.
You just want to dip your toe in that kiwi. Use that kiwi like a jade egg.
That would suck. Just
Oh
a
my,
furry, prickly
just like
egg. I mean, I'm sure it's for someone. I'm sure it's been done, to be quite honest.
literally, I eat a lot of cucumber and I'm so immature every time I'm like, this is a pretty big cucumber, you know what I mean?
I
Boobity-boo.
mean, as you know, my Daikon video series does explore that very topic.
It does, absolutely. And if you haven't checked out her Daikon video series, it is pretty epic. I
On my
can
Instagram.
highly recommend. Wait, kiwi skins are poisonous? That's what Joan
Really?
says.
Poisonous for vagina.
Triple S, you can't be done just because we mentioned a jade egg. Grow up. Are kiwi skins poisonous? And can you absorb it through your vaginal walls?
I mean, if it's poisonous through your stomach, then it's definitely harmful for your vaginal walls. I'm just gonna go
I have
ahead and say that.
Okay, so I have a question
Oh, mangoes.
that is not correct for this format or for someone to think about in general. And that
Okay.
is, does your do your does your vaginal
I knew
canal
it. What about it, Lindsay? What do you not know about my vaginal canal at this point?
Oh my god. Does it digest food the way your stomach
Okay,
does?
first of all, absolutely not. And actually, this is triggering because you're reminding me of the person in health class in high school who was like, I think it was that girl. Well, I'm not going to say her name, but she was like, you absolutely can get pregnant through anal, like insisting during health. Like, like insisting, just like, no, like you guys, like, be careful, be careful. You can get pregnant through anal. And we're all like, okay.
Who was that?
It was Laura then.
I want to know. You know who I wanted to say. I wanted to say her name, but I don't want to edit this. I don't want to edit this episode and have to blur it out. But
Well, I just said her
all I'll
name. I guess
say
you
is
didn't hear.
she's a hula hooper. That's who I
Oh.
said.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
You do. You
I mean, I,
totally
I
do.
think I'm accurately remembering who it was, but if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm
I
so
mean,
sorry.
ST are the initials.
Oh, then I
Okay,
don't know
it's
who you're
fine.
talking about.
I'll
Okay.
get our yearbook.
I also don't
It's not
remember
a big deal.
anyone from high school. So,
I don't either. Sometimes I go back and look when I get bored, and then I feel pretty pathetic. And then I think it's funny to add people so that they like really think I'm psychotic.
oh my God.
So I'll just be like, because I want them to like be scared. I do.
Yeah.
Um, Names and addresses.
We're
Okay.
going to
Well,
dox them on this
yeah, let's
show.
dox them on the show. Okay, I have a segment also that I'd like to introduce you to that you're going to do with me called One Star Recipe Reviews.
Hmm.
And I'd like to start it out with a 1-star Amazon review for Handi-Snacks that
How could
that
they?
personally I think it really brings up a lot of good points.
Okay.
Give me 1 second and I will share my screen. Here we go. Okay. Oh my God, show on stream. Okay. Here we go. All right, this is what it says. These are not Ritz crackers. I love Ritz crackers. I've been eating and enjoying Ritz crackers for 40 plus years. Okay, how old is this person?
Good
I
help.
recently bought a box of these thinking they were Ritz crackers. How do you make that mistake? They are not even close. They're a different shape than Ritz
Oh
crackers.
my
They
God.
are size than Ritz crackers. They have a
They are
different taste. They are
they
size.
are size. Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay.
a different taste. They're a different texture than Ritz crackers. They are a different color than Ritz crackers. They are a different thickness than Ritz
Mhm.
crackers.
All
They have a
caps.
different smell than Ritz crackers. They
Mhm.
are absolutely nothing like a Ritz cracker. Am I the only one who
Poetry.
notices this? How did the company get away with this? I know, isn't it? It's like
The
they're doing
parallelism, it's just like they are a different thickness, they are a different color, they are a different shape, they are a different size. It's literally slam poetry. Like get a
it
grip.
feels like. It
Oh my
truly
God.
feels like slam poetry. So, I mean, I love one-star Amazon reviews, and this felt appropriate. So, I'm a fan of that. Um, Now I am going to do one-star recipe reviews, which is fun.
Okay.
I don't know. So, basically, I go online and I look for different recipes, and then I look for people. I'm just going to share my screen, and I've done this before and everyone could see my text messages, and it's
Deep
it's going
breath.
to happen again. So okay, I find recipes and then I find the reviews. Okay, so can you see this?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just taking a pic of us right
No, you're fine.
now. Okay.
Okay, so King Arthur fudge brownies. This
Okay,
looks like
looks
it got
great.
5 star. It's 124K shares. I mean, they look good. And King Arthur Baking Company is a pretty good one. So
Right.
let's
That's
see this
higher
one.
end. Oh,
It
here comes
is.
Patty.
Patty, total fail. I am not a novice baker. I followed the recipe exactly as written. My family is usually very forgiving with my baking fails. I guess you are a novice baker and will eat almost anything I prepare, even if it doesn't come out as expected. After one bite of these, they went right into the trash bin. The flavor was terrible, too much cocoa, and it was just dry and unappealing.
Wow, Patty, she's dissatisfied. And this was in the throes of quarantine. So
I
December
know.
30th, the pressure's on. The holidays have been hard, right? New Year's Eve
Yes.
is coming up. Her family hates her because of the brownies. So
And
maybe
because she
maybe
lives in
we
Las Vegas.
she lives in Las Vegas and it's just, yeah, the casinos are closed. What's a gal to
Mhm.
do?
She was struggling. She was struggling.
I
And
think
look,
this is more about Patty than it is the brownies in this
yeah, and
moment.
look, she's not a novice baker, okay? She's not a novice baker. We
She's
know
just
that.
not.
We know that her family eats her burnt baked goods all the time.
And
We
we
know that
still love
much.
her.
So, all I'm saying is maybe Christmas was not that good.
Wait, is
Okay,
this a screenshot? Can you expand the comment on Patty's comment? Like, how do
no.
we? Okay.
No, because and I'll tell you, all it was King Arthur Flour is really good about responding to all of their
Um,
comments. And so people will be like, "This was fucking expensive and it was trash." And like they'll be like, "We're so sorry you had that experience. Have
right.
you tried?" So that was
Yeah.
literally what they did, and it was like, who cares?
I
I just want to see
see.
the
Yeah.
drama. I'm here
Right.
for the drama. Okay, pie bird lady. I followed the recipe. I followed the recipe exactly, except I cut the espresso powder in half. The brownies were probably the worst I've ever made, with a nasty aftertaste, which I think was due to the espresso. I threw them out after several people tasted them and pronounced them terrible. I would categorize this recipe as very pretentious. The
Oh, that's a
extra
low blow.
bowl, the multiple extra steps added nothing, and the results were quite inferior.
Wow.
So this is pretty loaded. with a couple different things. So,
Mm-hmm.
pie bird lady, what do you think that means?
Well, we know that she's got a bird, and we know
Okay.
that she's made of
Yeah.
pie. And her gender, I don't know. The gender unclear from that username, but
Unclear. Well, we know that she followed the recipe because she said it twice. I mean, obviously, I my favorite thing is I love when they don't realize that they're typing in the subject line and then they type it again.
yes,
Um,
exactly. Oh my god, that's such a funny point. I followed the recipe. I followed the recipe. Also, she's clearly so codependent. She's like, I threw them out after several people tasted them and pronounced them terrible. It's like she can't on her own taste it and like decide that it's
right.
unworthy before presenting it. Like
What was
there's
that
something.
party like?
What
Like,
was that
what was
party
that?
like? You know,
What was that party like where she was like, "Is this bad? Is this bad? Is this bad?" And
truly,
they were like,
yeah,
"I pronounce them terrible."
terrible.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Was this
then
review
she
helpful? No. The
I know,
one.
exactly. And then she categorizes them as pretentious.
I know, that's
Reason
really wow.
that is projection at its finest. Like
Exactly.
that.
She's like, "These educated King Arthur coastal elites are just pretentious in their baking." It's like,
They
okay.
think.
Yeah.
Um, and then cites the extra bowl and multiple extra steps added
What extra
nothing.
like,
What?
what?
What extra
No one
steps?
no one said the extra bowl was gonna add something, pie
Well,
bird.
it's just so confusing. And also, anytime you make brownies, you don't want
Whoa.
to cut the espresso in half. The espresso is what makes it chocolatey. Duh, you
Oh,
fucking
really?
idiot. Yeah. Espresso is what makes it taste like a deeper chocolate and brown sugar.
I didn't even know
So,
there was espresso in brownies. I'm such a philistine with baking. I
no,
really
not in every kind of brownies, but in like the chocolate cake I make, for example, there's
mm,
dark chocolate cocoa, espresso powder, and brown
mhm.
sugar instead of white sugar. So that
Oh.
it, yeah. I mean, you hate triple S, everyone throwing up into trash cans. Um, but yeah, so that was 1-star recipe reviews are like one of my fave things.
I have a friend who looks at reviews like this on Goodreads. Do you know that website? It's like just
Yes.
it's like books and stuff, and like she finds such funny stuff where people are like, "This book left me angry," and it's like, then
Yeah.
why did you keep reading it?
Well, also it's like how far do you have to be pushed to leave an
Exactly.
angry review of brownies? Like
Truly, like,
we've had brownies, chocolate chip cookies. People are deeply upset with Martha Stewart and Betty Crocker, and they mention them by name.
yeah,
And it's just like bizarre who has the time for it. And I'm like a generally pretty reactive, petty
right.
person.
And you've never left a 1 star?
I have never left a 1 star.
Wow. Yeah,
Why
so
would
that says a
I
lot
have time?
because that must the level of, like, taking it personally has got to be
Yeah.
very high.
I mean,
Taking it
so
personally at combo, nothing else to do.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So this was fun. We
So
don't have to
fun.
end, but we probably should keep it tight so that I can say they're an hour, and even though this could be 2 hours easily. But Sophia, please tell everybody, and I'll post it when I post the podcast up. It'll be on iTunes, Spotify, blah blah blah, and I will post all of your info in the description. But for now, tell us where we can find you.
Oh, yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at it's literally so annoying. It's underscore Sophia underscore Cleary because somebody took Sophia Cleary. Who is that? Okay.
Oh my god.
And my name looks like Sophia, but it's Sophia. Wake up. I also have a website. You can check me out on there. So sophiacleary.com. Anyway, thanks for having me. This was so fun. I love talking to you, and like
Yes,
you're just
she's.
my fam, and I love you so much.
I love you. I guess my mom fell off when I said that she she food abused me. She was like not into it. You have a fan in
She'll
Jones.
forgive you. Thank you,
Um
Jones. Thanks for being
but
here.
yeah, this was great. You're great. I love you, your family. Fucking Ritz Handy-Snacks,
Oh, Robin's
baby.
there. Robin says love you.
Oh,
Yay, Robin
mommy.
stayed.
Okay, love you, mommy.
Mm.
I love all you guys. Thanks for listening. Download on iTunes, blah, 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 everywhere there's podcasts. And thank you. Have a
So
good
fun.
night. Bye.
Thanks.